Hey everyone, how are you doing? First, I love you, my love, Laura, my wife. So lucky to have you. And gratitude, I think, is the quickest way to reconnect yourself to your essence. And I'm very grateful for my wife and the life that I have. Now, this being said, today I had an amazing conversation. I interviewed someone so inspiring. His name is Scott. He basically saves the forests of the world. He's Australian, from Melbourne, but he's been living in Europe for a long time, UK, and now he lives in Switzerland. He has done so much. So he had like so many results, like concrete results. He literally stopped deforestation in Indonesia and Malaysia caused by palm oil by influencing big companies like Nestle to put pressure on the local governments to stop deforestation. And I didn't know actually, but he told me that the palm oil industry, of course, deforested a lot, but not anymore. But it just the bad image stuck to the industry. And today, the deforestation that is going on is not for palm oil, actually, it's for other projects, especially in Indonesia. He mentioned rice and sugarcane. Yeah, so an amazing guy, very, very inspiring, and he's a coach. And he talked a lot. I actually asked him, so how can we help you? How can we support your projects and so on? He has many projects for many things to save the environment around the world. I really like his approach because he defines his approach as the middle path or balanced approach. He says basically that, of course, we need to save nature. There's so much to do, but at the same time, the palm oil industry took millions of people out of misery by giving them jobs and give access to education to many people and so on and so on. So he says you can't be 100% in conservation and 100% in economic growth. You need to find the right balance between humans and the planet. And of course, we need to protect the forests, we need to protect the environment, but we need to think also about the people and give them an opportunity and so on and so on. And he worked a lot with the private sector, with big companies like Nestle and so many other big companies, to help them be more sustainable. And I think that's a very interesting approach. And those big companies, some are just doing greenwashing, and he actually fights greenwashing, but some actually have a positive impact. They are really conscious about their supply, and they work with governments to improve things, so they actually can have a positive impact. He shared the example of Nestle that only sourced sustainable palm oil, which is good because palm oil is actually very efficient to feed the world, and we need to feed the world. So I really liked his approach. But going back to coaching, so I asked him again, sorry that I repeated myself. I asked him, how can we help you? How can we support your projects? And he said, look, of course there might be a way, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I believe the best way you can contribute to the world is by being yourselves, by reconnecting yourselves with who you really are. He has the model that he calls the duck whisperer. So he says the duck represents the wild part of us, or like our intuitive self or our real self. It comes from like an Australian cartoon. And that's what he does in coaching, actually. He teaches people to reconnect to themselves, to quiet the mind, to relax, to be present, and to feel the heart, feel the emotions, and to listen to the intuition and follow the voice within. And he says that's the best way to contribute to the world. It's by becoming more of yourself, becoming not a better version of yourself, but becoming your true self. And he's so right. And who we are every day, how we act, is actually very powerful because it influences people. So it can have like a tremendous positive effect. Because I think the most important is our example, is how we live. And yeah, it's so true. It's so true. That's the best way. It's just to listen to your true self, to be your true self. He talks about a lot about nature, how going into nature and be connected to nature actually quiets the mind and reconnects you to your essence. Learning to appreciate nature. And yeah, being calm. I think that's his main point, is like quieting the mind, being calm, and reconnecting to the heart. So yeah, it was amazing speaking with Scott today. Very, very inspiring. He's going to share some materials with me. I think I will share here. He will share a poem, he will share a book, he will share some links. So I will share all that with you. And he's someone that found his true path in life very early, at 15 years old. He told me that he used to love dogs, so he wanted to be a vet. But then he was walking in the forest, and then he went home, and there was a radio on. There was no one in the house, and the radio put a broadcast of the treeman, and he got inspired by the treeman to save the forest, and that was his life path, and that's what he did. It's amazing. So he found himself very early, and he had a real purpose from very early. Yeah. So it's really a beautiful human being, a beautiful example. So I wanted to share about this experience. And again, I love you, my love, Laura. And yeah, very happy to have my wife in my life. Very lucky. And yeah, bless you all. Take care.